All right, everybody, welcome on in. Oh, hey, Sam. Streaming while I got insomnia. Oh no! Were you not able to get any sleep last night? Because that's a bummer. ICWM time. I'm gonna have to make that one of these days. I slept away the heat? Okay. Got it. So you like napped and now it's like you're up? That sucks. Or good, depending on you. Oh gosh, I was like, or good, depending on how you view it. But yeah, that's rough. Plus, my mattress is deflating. Oh no. Have you tried the if my place wasn't a mess, it would be fine. Have you tried the old swap the mattress and flip it? Not flip it over, but spin it so that your head and foot are on opposite sides now. Because you're usually sit more on one end of your mattress, so that's like a trick to get your mattress to last for longer. Oh yeah, but I feel that I did already, so that trick won't work again. Oh, that sucks. No, I feel that. When I lived in my tiny house, the mattress was very uncomfortable. I actually went out and got, like memory foam to put on top of it because it wasn't a standard mattress size. It was slightly smaller than a twin. So I definitely feel that. And now I have a full bed all to myself, and it's glorious. It's all mine. Well, my cat will tell you that's all hers, but don't listen to my cat. Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm actually... The bed I got was like an old... really old bed from like the 40s that this person's grandparents had used, and they like strapped a gun to the back of this bed. So I picked it up when I was moving into a new place. I got the new mattress, and it does both like king and full. So it's a bit bigger than it needs to be. So I figure, hey, I have the garage and the workshop now. I can make my own bed. I already made my own slats, so why not just go the rest of the way? So yeah, when my next paycheck comes in, I'll start sourcing materials for that. I may do a bit of the design at least on stream. I'm not sure if I can do like the actual woodworking on stream, because that requires like more hands than I have. I need to figure out what size it is and at least get a temp mattress and budget. Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally feel that. But yeah, no, not being able to sleep is not great. And back when I had a really terrible mattress, I just had so many other things going on that I just didn't notice that my mattress was terrible because so many other horrible things were happening at the same time. So once I started working through that, then I realized, oh wow, maybe I should get a new mattress, and then I did. And I was like, oh my gosh, how have I been living like this? Stack 'em sloppy like baconators? Yeah. It's like a princess in the pea situation. The older I get, the more princessy I get. The more mattresses I need to stack. Alright. So, I actually found something out. So I did go back yesterday. And you can get rid of Streaming Chan by not getting her drunk. She'll just get bored and she'll leave. She actually has some interesting dialogue if you don't get her drunk, where she talks about why she got into streaming in the first place, and then she leaves. And because she's left, there are other patrons that come in, and because the camera isn't there, they say more things because they aren't being recorded. But yeah, it's mixology time. So I went back and I thought that was more interesting. So this is our new alternate timeline. Ah, the lovely sensation of feeling like you're forgetting something. Ready. All done. Feeling better? Fresh air does wonders for you. Well, for a given value of fresh, anyway. I insist it sounds like dynamite. No, it was too long to be dynamite. It sounded more like some heavy-duty tool. You're a heavy-duty tool. Yes, I am. Wait, that... Darn it! Oh, welcome back. So, if you play... There's a prologue to this game. I didn't realize there was a prologue. So I played through it last night, and these two were, work at the company for the talking corgis. Which, then all the corgis have weird names, like, Satan Spawn and, what was it? What was that? Was like Sunfricker or something like that? For the talking heads. Yeah, exactly. I could have sworn this place looked a lot more pink the last time we came. Maybe it's the lighting. Hey bartender, what did that noise just now sound like to you? I say it sounds like construction, but Buddy here says it's dynamite or something like that. Not you two. Eh? Do you think it's dynamite then? What? No, I say it's a backfire. It's a gunshot. Firecrackers! See, those sounds have been going on all night, and we can't figure out what they are. Well, we aren't here to discuss that. We're here to... Who is he? Gillian, nice to meet you. I don't know. You have more of a John face. Where was he last weekend? If we remember, Gillian wasn't there last weekend because he's off doing something, so Jill had to do the corgis all by herself. She had to tend the corgis the entire night. And the corgis had some really interesting things to say. I don't know, and I don't care. He already made amends for leaving me to fend off all those dogs. Anyway, what do you want? Beer. Oh, what the heck, I'll have a beer too. 2 beers, coming right up. Alright. We'll get the beer. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mix. Next, 1, 1, 2. There we go. Here you go. Thank you. Man, after work beer is always the best beer. Yeah. So tell me, bartender. Just call me Jill. Jill, that's a nice name. How's business lately? As usual. Wait. I guess you really don't know what usual means for us. We're not the kind to be filled to the brim during rush hours, and we don't have that many regulars. So it's just the same. Nothing's changed. I guess when we came here with all the dogs, it was quite the change of pace, huh? You have no idea. Yes, Sam, or A. So what brings you here today? I suggested coming here after work. It's Friday. A drink to kick off the weekend is one of those little things that makes life worthwhile. But he did only suggest it after I found him hugging a stuffed corgi in his office. So this line right here, this line isn't said when Streamer Cham is sleeping in the corner because her camera is on. And so she doesn't say this because it's something more private. And we had some interesting people come in. And I kind of wanted to hear what they say when they feel like they're not being recorded. A stuffed corgi? A plushie, not an overfed dog. I see. Wait, you have an office? Yeah, what's weird about that? I thought you would have a cubicle or a kennel. A kennel? I mean, you don't hear much about office boys getting their own offices. It's not hard considering the rest of the staff don't use chairs or tables. Even I have my own office. I don't know about that. The mess they left in the bathroom usually requires someone with thumbs. Chairs and tables seem like lesser evils. And you're the veterinarian after all. A kennel. What about a kennel? I don't know, I just thought it'd be cute if one day I went to work and they had one waiting for me. Like they saw me as one of them. Oh, by the way, the corgis are racist. The corgis are racist against other dogs of different breeds, and also against cats. They only hired these two because they had to hire at least they needed a veterinarian, and they needed to hire at least one humanoid. So that's why they're the only non-corgis in the company. Yeah, I know, the corgis were absolutely horrible. And then they, like, smeared poop everywhere. Besides, we know the Semad are nicer. They are very fluffy. There's a person that my sister knows, and he has a Semad. Very fluffy. Like, they saw me as one of them. So where did you get that plushie? Oh, I gave it to him. I remember my first time seeing one. They're amazing and super friendly. It was my gift last Mega Christmas. Wait, so he got defensive over being caught hugging a gift you gave him? That's the funniest part. He acted like I didn't know he had it. I was just glad he was enjoying it, you know. Why are you two talking like I'm not here? Because you're not giving any input anyway. So how's stuff up at Doglandia? Well, we recently struck a deal with Farmer Fabrics to start a doggy clothing line. Farmer Fabrics? That name rings a bell. It's that textile company where the owner believes herself to be an alpaca. Oh yeah, that one. Oh no, Jill has history with this one. One second. We had her here some time ago. She got drunk and, so much saliva everywhere. Oh. Yeah, sorry about your potential business partner being a weirdo. I was working at a grocery store just north of Philadelphia. I was driving home after work around midnight after getting Wendy's. I looked over the cool late summer's night. At the entrance of a graveyard with no one in sight was one. At the moment, I thought it was albino wolf and called my friend. He thought I was joking. And then there it was in all its floofiness. Yeah, that would be weird. It was very surreal, also very strange. It just sat there with no one around. Oh, that's kind of sad. Oh? But anyway, dog clothes. We hired a new employee and she showed the higher-ups some designs. After a couple of talks, they decided to give the clothing production a try. Those designs were embarrassing, you know? But something tells me that's why they were approved. You guys want anything else? I'll have whatever this guy orders. Let's see. I'll have a Brantini. 2 Brantinis, then. Perhaps there was an entrance to the White Lodge. Okay. Brantini. A Brantini suggests... I mean, if in a world where there is a Brantini, there must be off Brantinis as well. This is aged and mixed. Oh, next. I wonder if I should try giving big ones to just one of them. I'm not sure if this, if it works that way. If I can get, like, one drunk and the other not. But that's fine, because they have a designated driver. Here you go. You have such a wimpy taste in drinks, Deal. Not all of us spent their weekends in college partying like maniacs. Actually, not all of us went to college. You miss nothing. Sometimes I wish I could go back in time and kick myself. So Betty's a bit interesting because Betty is kind of really blunt. Betty has some weird takes, but Betty is also aware that she has weird takes, which is why she brings Deal around with her to kind of like be her voice of reason. Something on your mind? That girl that's designing the clothes. Laura, what about her? She's cute, but she should take more care in her appearance. I mean, right now she fits the unkempt cutie category so well, it's almost painful. It's so cliched, I can't help but cringe when looking at her. Cringe? It's like when you see something that's such a cheesy movie cliche, you just feel the need to kick whatever the heck it is. Kick? Betty, I didn't think I'd have to say this to you twice in the same month, but you shouldn't kick people. I wasn't going to kick her. Why do you think I kick her? Because I've seen you kick people before. Apparently unprovoked or due to complicated reasons only you understand. Fine, guilty as charged. If I had to deal with as much sass as a bartender, I would quit my job. Fair. It's not for everybody. It's fun for us because it's fiction. Still, I'm gonna do something about her. I feel like I just need to. It's a matter of honor. Honor, she says. Well, maybe honor isn't the right word. But she has potential. I'm not going to let her waste it. Hey, Joel, I'm gonna go check the antenna on the roof. Alright. She's your boss, right? Didn't you meet her before? Nope. I'm just the veterinarian. The dogs were the ones that organized the meeting with her. I'd say she's really good looking, but honestly, those pants rob her of her charm. What do you mean? They make her look too uptight, and at a glance, she doesn't seem like the type. Some shorts or a skirt would fit her better. Well, she wears a skirt or pants depending on her mood. There's also this one time where she came in wearing a kilt. That kilt was awesome! Darn, she has nice hearing. Well, now that I think about it, you have that hobby of speculating what someone's personality is like based just on their looks. I mean, you did the same with Jill here. Amazing. You actually made that sound weird as heck. Yes, I have the habit of trying to guess someone's behavior based on their looks. No, it's not a hobby. You made that sound like I'm some sort of creep. I did. What did you think about me? Nothing much, really. Mostly that you were too polite. Not a natural polite, though. More like a professional polite. You're like that because you need to be. And that was it, really. Although the way you looked at me when I said your boss could use a skirt or shorts was interesting. You seemed interested in what I said, like you'd like to see that scenario. You're thinking too much. What do you think about Gil, then? And then we have Gillian, he's just sweating in the corner. He's either a total simpleton or acts like one in a way that consumes the rest of his character. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just a veterinarian. My judgment might be clouded by seeing so many furry businessmen. Dang, yeah, no, she cut deep. Let's have another round. There are some people like that, though. They look at you, and they just have really good intuition when it comes to picking up, like, unspoken cues from people. Unfortunately, a lot of those people come from abusive families, and they pick up on those cues because they had to as, like, a survival strategy. So it's interesting. Sounds like a good idea. I'll have... I saw 6 feet under, I can dig it. You'll have something strong. You need to pump some testosterone into your taste and drinks. You'll thank me later, trust me. Then, 2 strong drinks, manly drinks, I don't care which ones. Well, you shut up. 2 strong drinks, manly drinks. I wonder if I should, because she said to do that. But I wonder if I can just like, I wonder if I can just give him something nicer. You know what? Because there are times in this game where you're actually rewarded for not following the order. I do remember there's this one person that comes in that's trying to be super manly because he's a biker. And he insists he wants like the most burning strong drink that you have. But if you were looking at his cues during it, you realize he doesn't really want that. So if you give him something fruity, then he kind of has like this epiphany where he's like, oh, actually, maybe this isn't so bad. Make one of my drinks. I don't know, Sam. What you said last time kind of scared me. But yeah, no, we're gonna do a manly drink. I think a gut punch is strong and manly, so we'll give her a gut punch. 2, 3, 4, 5. Aged and mixed. Actually, maybe I'll just give him a gut punch with a lot of alcohol in it or something. You know what? No, we're gonna do something girly and mild for him. Maybe we won't get the perfect bonus, but whatever. Sugar Rush. Sweet, girly, happy. Girly, soft. We'll give him a sunshine cloud. Okay. 2 Adelheid. 2 Bronson extract. An optional alcohol. 2, and we'll make all of his big. It's 2 optimal on the rocks and blended. Oh, hello, cat. She's excited because I got my new desk skin. Here you go. Okay then. No, you get this. Gosh darn it, Betty! No! No, she's on to me. No, you get this one, and I'll have the softer one. I'm sorry, Deal. I tried to help you. I tried to help you, man. Hey, Jill. Has someone ever proposed to you as a prank? You know, make you think they're falling in love with you just to reveal that it was all a prank? Jill? First year of high school, the guy I had my eyes on for a whole year had asked me out. Saturday morning, I go to the meeting place, and what do I find? It was all a prank by some nasty, nasty ladies. Ouch. Sorry, The worst part isn't that they set me up, but rather that I saw it coming. I knew that guy wouldn't find me attractive enough to ask me out. I knew those unsavory ladies would target me sooner or later just for kicks. I knew it all, and so when it happened, I felt nothing. They confirmed my suspicions that teenagers are a plague that must be eradicated. Anyway, why the question? Hey, piece of scrap. Yeah? These are the situations where you should have stopped me before I said anything. It's better to learn by tripping yourself. Why the question, though? I was asking because one of my ex's cousins has been hitting on me the past couple days. Yeah. Yeah, so I think the thing is, I think Betty has a hard time understanding like social boundaries. She reminds me of somebody I knew growing up that ended up having I think it's called Asperger's, where they don't do empathy. So they can be really sweet and they can like do a lot of good things. Their brains are wired in a way that they don't feel empathy very well. Asperger's, got it. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of in the same spectrum as kind of the same family as what's it called? Now that I'm thinking of these words, they escape me. Not dementia. It's ADHD and autism. Yeah, so it's in the same vein as ADHD and autism, where their brain is wired differently. Nah, maybe she just regularly uses condescending questions as a coping mechanism, but can't handle when someone doesn't back down. That could be it. Well, here, like, she was generally, like, she seemed generally like, oh, I am sorry, like, I didn't mean to do that. So, like, my friend that had Asperger's did that a lot, where she didn't really get, like, social norms, like, and couldn't really empathize as to, like, why a question was bad. And then she would think about it logically based off her past experience, and then she would like come back as like, hey, like, I'm really sorry, like, I didn't realize in the time that, but I thought back on what I said was actually probably not great. So, like, I'm sorry if that made you feel bad. Neurodivergent, yeah. So this is what Betty kind of reminds me of. She reminds me of that personality, somebody that just doesn't really get it because they're just wired differently and they're trying to like fit in with society. But then they have like these insane takes sometimes. Sadly, she knows who I am. Worst part is, knowing Vero, she probably put her cousin up to it as a practical joke. Betty Spaghetti, got it. Yeah. I think we actually call her Betty Spaghetti at some point. Well, I suggest telling the cousin that she should cut it out. Oh no, I think it was in the prologue. If she feels genuinely offended, they might not have been in cahoots. But I'm just spouting nonsense based on what you told me. Don't pay too much attention. It's better than my suggestion. What was yours? Oh, what? Were you going to kick her? Waterboarding. Oh, even worse. I see. What? The fact that she knows how to waterboard somebody is what scares me most. The Girl Scouts also taught me how to skin a deer, and I see nobody making a fuss about that. But yeah, your advice sounds good enough. Especially when you factor that if Gina's being honest about her, she probably won't feel offended. Gina, which one was that again? Blonde, flat as a cutting board, cute as a button. Oh yeah, she came to the office Christmas party, right? That's the one. Well, it's getting late. We should be going. Yeah. Thank you again for everything, Jill. Bye. Please come again. I'm back. Those darn cats moving the internet antenna. Oh yeah, Gil, some guy said I should tell you that the bunny's late, or whatever that means. Could it be Alice Rabbit? Oh crap. Boss, I'm leaving early. If I don't come back in 2 days, consider me good as dead. And he's gone. Yeah. Shouldn't we be worried? Think of a kid. Sorry. Think of him as a kid that tells outrageous stories to get attention, and everything will be easier. Besides, he knows how to take care of himself. Yeah. He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. In any case, I'll be back in my office. Maybe now I can finish watching that didgeridoo tutorial. Hello, Jill. Ah, Stella, you're here for another drink today. Not really. I was just around the neighborhood and... Right. Anyway, I found this bottle being neglected at my house. And thought someone who likes old liquor as much as you would appreciate it. Really? I don't know what to say, thanks. Well, it's nothing really. This just in. The Apollo Trust Bank has locked its doors, leaving about 30 people trapped inside. Is she one of the VTubers you suggest? Sure. I'd watch a what was it, like a Ojo-sama Neko lady. The security system was activated after somebody tried to steal information from the main database. Early this morning, the bank... Oh gods, say! And she's gone. I wonder if she'll be alright. Oh, hello Jamie. Good evening, Jill. Did you see the news about the Apollo Trust Bank? The news flash just ended. Sounds like things got ugly. From what I heard, there was a commotion earlier today. Something about people being unable to leave the building. Let's hope for the best. Yeah. Gil stormed off just a minute ago, though. I see. I guess the bunny was late. He definitely knows what's going on. What can I get you? Give me a Mars Blast. Coming right up. Alright, let's get the man a Mars Blast. I think I did that right. Perfect. One Mars Blast. Yeah, this is the one. Mars Blasts have always seemed poorly named to me. Shouldn't it be red instead of yellowish? And then again, the whole red planet thing is still its nickname. So, how have you been doing? I was working a contract, actually. Oh, he didn't talk about this before because he was being recorded. But the target's inside the Apollo Trust Bank. Figured I'd simply leave him be for now. And then you came back. Oh, I think I know who his target is. I'm not gonna say anything to not spoil it, but I think I know who it is. But it's everybody here is related somehow. It's kind of cool. And then you came for a drink. Yeah. Part of me wants to ask who your target is, but I'm guessing it's a secret. I can tell you that appears to be part of a power struggle somewhere. Has a target ever made you a counteroffer to go after the one that sent you? I usually don't live long enough. I also don't like it when a target who's seen my face manages to survive. What happened? Sorry, what happened? Nothing. I suddenly thought, what if someone sent you after me? I'd reject the contract. You would? I don't ask the name of many people, you know, and I always remember those whose names I've asked. They're real in my eyes. I like to know them better, and to some extent, I care about them. I need that because otherwise... Otherwise? Nothing you should concern yourself with. Is that the dude from Mortal Kombat? What's his, was it Johnny Cage? But don't worry, unless you suddenly find yourself caught in the middle of a power struggle. The only way I see you becoming tangled up in that kind of mess is if you find yourself too involved with gangs. Thanks for the advice, I guess. Still, the thought of people hiring others to kill somebody is... I can't wrap my hand around that, and I don't want to either. The world can be a dark place, Jill. Say, you think the people in the bank will be alright? This isn't the first time a bank has been closed like that, but something is off about this. Off? How? Oh shoot, last time he didn't tell us that he had a target inside the bank. And we told him that somebody we knew was inside the bank. Last time I played through this scenario. I don't know, maybe it's the hour, maybe it's the fact that the news is making an unusually big stink out of it. Let's hope I'm just overthinking it. Yeah. Are you worried about something? A girl that was in here yesterday said she was going to that bank. It's not like me to be personally invested in what happens to clients, but... you know, never mind. Do you want something else? Yeah, I can make time for one more drink. Fetch me a beer. Let's keep it simple. Sure. Alright, a beer it is. I love how much variation there is. It's definitely interesting playing it through again. Here. I once read that beer played an important part in humanity's history. Yeah, I'm familiar with the theory. It's an interesting one. The gist of it is that brewing was an important part of society during its development. Drinks were ubiquitous while feasting. They helped to foster bonds and build faction alliances. Given enough time and enough beer, larger societies would be born. You seem to know a lot about this. Yeah, nah, just enough. Last time you came, you mentioned something about going haywire? What did you mean? I'm intrigued. Oh dang, like, we didn't ask this last time either. Have you ever felt like your sanity has slipped right by you? Well, a client earlier tonight was driving me nuts, but aside from that, no. Truth be told, neither have I. But I'm afraid of it happening. How so? I don't know. I just have the lingering fear that at some point I won't be myself. I'll go crazy, I'll wake up a stranger to myself and I won't care. It's just an irrational fear that lingers in me and there's nothing I can do about it. Like the fear of cockroaches for some people. Only instead of fearing a crawling nuisance, you fear lunacy. Something like that. That's super relatable. I guess that's one of my fears, is going crazy. Sometimes I wonder if uploading my brain would solve all of those problems. Oh, that's why you talked about brain upload earlier. Well, that technology is still a ways off. I've heard of a couple of experiments regarding the technology, but it seems everything is still too buggy. I'll have to wait until it's safe then. Until then, don't worry too much about those possibilities unless they're tangible enough. Otherwise, you're no better than a hypochondriac. Good point. The way you said it makes it sound less like something you feel might happen. Something you're just afraid could happen at some point. That's pretty much it, yeah. Doesn't that make you saner, I mean? Were you really on your way to becoming an unhinged maniac? I don't know if you think about it at all. Oh, were you? Okay, sorry, it wasn't a question, it was... Okay, got it. You might have a point there. Well then, nice talking to you, Jill. Same here, always a pleasure. Say hello to Gillian for me when he comes back. Please come again. Jill, please, you're a bartender, not a psychologist. Hey, these people didn't come here to get help. These people came here to get hammered. So they're here to forget, not to work past things. You want to stay here? Seems the street's quite restless. Thanks, but I'll pass. I have a couple matters to attend to at home. Oh, also, when Streamer Chat was here, that guy, shoot, I already forgot his name. He told us what the booms were that we were hearing. He said there's sonic booms from a hypersonic drone. I wanted to get into psychology, but that's a lot of money. I'm not academically inclined. I was going to be an analyst and therapist. That's really cool. I mean, you can still do some of that stuff. Oh gosh. Sam, no. I'm not going to say that one. But yes, it was funny. You do? Yeah, I ordered a nano camo module for my apartment. It should be installed by now. Nano camo? Isn't that a tad expensive? Yep, to be honest, I asked my mom for it. She had been pestering me about what gift I wanted for Mega Christmas for a while. She's been asking that for 4 years now, and I've always said I was fine. So I took the chance and asked her for it, used up all the past gifts. Oh? Feels a bit weird to ask your parents for a gift like that when you're 27. I'm sure she doesn't mind. So what will the nano camo module change from your apartment? I got the basic plan, walls and one piece of cloth, so I picked my kotatsu too. You have a kotatsu? You know what a kotatsu is, boss? Well, you could say that boss is also a woman of culture. I'm more impressed you know what it is. I mean, futons are common knowledge, but kotatsu not so much. Yeah, well, days get cold and the heater might not be enough. And the Japanese have mastered how to live comfortably in reduced spaces. You should invite me sometime. I want to see how you decorate the place with that. Let's plan a day to grab a beer. Yeah. Well, I gotta go. See you tomorrow, boss. Careful out there. Wait, we still got the flawless service bonus. We didn't get dinged for trying to help out our boy Deal. Poor guy. Interesting, so that didn't count as a mistake. Cool. We also didn't get counted for a mistake for not getting Streamer Chan drunk on this run. Flawless run. Flawless victory. There we go. You have no new notifications or reminders. Jill wants to buy a fan, even though it's winter. Buying one will prevent her from getting too distracted. Maybe I'll get the fan. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to remember a lot of stuff. How much is the fan? Joker Cyclone. Despite the noisy name, it's just the fan. Fans are good though. Really good. Okay, we got the beer on discount. We got the Mulan tea. Sure. I think we can still get a good ending, not the bad ending. There's an ending that happens regardless of how well you play if you don't make rent at the end of the month. So that's kind of what I'm worried about. This managing rent and retail therapy is too real. Yeah. 4. What's a nano camo? Something to liven things up in this room. Let's see. A white knight just beat me up. A white knight just beat me up. I'm effing crying right now. Let me tell you the story. Waiting for OP to deliver. I'm here. Anyway, here it goes. I was going home after buying groceries at the store. I was very tired because I had to line up for hours just to buy milk. When I'm finally out of there, a group of 3 white knights stopped me and started asking for my ID and also wanted to see my bag to check to see if I wasn't a scalper. Once they saw everything was in order, they asked me for a military service ID and I just... What the F? Why would I have that on me? And there's no enforced conscription anymore. It doesn't make sense. Because I didn't have it on me, they asked for money or else they'd plant drugs on me. Of course I refused, but they'd lose their patience and one of them hit me right in my temple with a gun. I was bleeding like crazy on the floor, so they just took my groceries and left. Holy crap, man. I effing hate this place. I hate it so much. I want to leave this effing hellhole. I'm so tired of this every effing day. I've been lucky to never have that kind of problem with white knights, I guess. It's moments like this I envy people whose only hobby they develop is drinking. Yeah, I knew a guy. I don't hang out with him anymore because all he wanted to do after he got to a certain age was just drink. And like it became his personality. Streaming Chan thread. Streaming Chan went nuts last night. Where the heck is she now? I don't even recognize the place she's at right now. It doesn't look pretty either. At least she's getting some rest. What did I miss? Streaming Chan went to Valhalla, got a bit drunk, and got the heck out of there all hyper. Tried to steal snacks from a vending machine, but the thing defended itself with an electric shock. Oh no. Sheesh. Oh no. The consequences of her actions. I'm going to marry Streaming Chan. That's freaking nuts. You just don't mess with those things. She fell asleep from the shock. Oh crap, she got knocked out in the street. I had a roommate like that? Yeah. Yeah. Just hope nothing happens to her while she lays there. Falls asleep at a shoddy back street in Glitch City. She'll be fine. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. That doesn't happen if you get her drunk. I don't think. Because boss like gets her a taxi home or something. Apollo Bank is getting attacked. And no one is reporting on it. Are you actually surprised? Considering the nature of their threats, it's clear that Quincy doesn't want to take the blame. What an effing coward. Do you have any sources here? I'm posting from the site. I think Quincy is the mayor, right? Guilt. You made a victim with your actions. Yeah. I mean, because it's a game, kinda yeah, but I mean, in real life, you don't know, like, you're not responsible for other people's actions. But because it's a game, it was a product of her actions, so. Posting from the site, it looks like someone's inside the bank with a huge bomb threatening to blow up the building. Any demands? They want Quincy to quit and the White Knights disbanded. Wow. So they're actually helping the protesters. That's not the way to help the people. What if it's just a huge false flag to blame the opposition? I won't be surprised. Oh, this place. Let's wait for more info. I can relate to move the boxes my car was napping on and she reminded... I moved the boxes my cat was napping on and she's reminded me of it tonight. Yeah. You're not mad at me, are you, Luna? Nah, she's not. She's like, it's okay, I have something else to sit on now, other than all the moving boxes. Alarms rise as the Apollo Trust. Interesting, so Douglas actually did make something in the paper. Hijacked screens at downtown Casanova announced what seems to be a terrorist threat aimed at the Apollo Trust Bank. The information suggests that a currently unidentified bomber is already inside the building. The White Knights counterterrorism unit responded to the threat immediately. However, the bank was then locked down by an external network attack. Cat. Was that George Costanza? No. Oh, I don't think it is. It's another character, if I recall. I don't fully know, because I never got any of like the true endings, but from what people have told me, I think it's a certain character that may or may not be involved in this. We might be dealing with a dual threat here, the CTU's Chloe Bauer told AE. The bank has been sealed shut using its own disaster prevention system. However, none of the terminals at the bank were working at the time. The building is basically sealed at this point. The hostages are trapped. The Augmented Eye is being attacked by AEstave. Hi everyone. We take your security seriously here at the Augmented Eye, and we have the obligation to disclose that recent articles of Alice Rabbit were vandalized by those who we think is Alice Rabbit themselves, or a very good impersonator. We want to extend our apologies and inform that we'll be limiting our coverage of Alice Rabbit to just factual news and not entertainment pieces. Sincerely, the AE staff. Pollution to reach historic levels next year. Even though most of the countries in the world have adapted their economies to solve the ongoing problem with climate change, Glitch City still relies on ancient technologies in order to keep costs low with profits high. As a result of this backwards policy, it seems as though we'll be experiencing a huge increase in air pollution next year. Our contamination levels will force the whole population to move away from a lot of areas within the city. The soil is dying at an alarming pace, said experts in a report. Having to buy special raincoats and umbrellas does suck, but experts say you better get used to it. How long until someone says pollution is good? There's a book. Oh gosh. Thank God I don't pay these effers for a sub. Hope Say is alright. Okay, yeah. I keep forgetting that Jill like has a response to all these things she's reading. Okay, nothing new on the Kiramiki blog. Okay, I think it's time to go to work. Strap down a save. And we'll go to work. Why is she using a Windows phone? The year is 20XX, and Windows has come back with a new Windows phone. Huh? I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call and say you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. They finally released Windows 10 Phone. Did they really? Because I know that, wait, no, that doesn't make sense. I was waiting for that when I had a Windows Phone. That doesn't make sense, because wouldn't it be Windows 11? Yeah. I know there are people that have gotten Windows 11, a very stripped down, like custom built version, running on certain phones. But it's more of like a just so that they can. I had Windows Phone 8. I am sorry. I am sorry. You should really like join a class action lawsuit for the horrible experience. Yeah, the Windows 10 Phone Edition pretty much didn't launch. That doesn't surprise me. I think, well, the issue is that like Windows was trying to make the same operating system work on everything. But the issue with that is that a smart device like a touchscreen is very different, both physically and also like in function and form from a computer. So it's just, it doesn't work. That wasn't bad, honestly, only 2 bars. I could not turn off the phone while charging. That's weird. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford to not come with the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bar has used impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention, I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. What did you say? Nothing important. The real problem? Lack of app support in general. Yeah. That's kind of like how ARM is right now. There's more support now, but ARM architecture is finally starting to get a little bit more support. If I had app support, though, I definitely would have supported it. Although sometimes, like you look at the Nintendo Switch, a lot of people said, hey, this thing doesn't have any games when it first came out. But sometimes you have to bet on the dark horse, and then sometimes it works out. And sometimes it doesn't. And most of Microsoft's phones just didn't really work out after the BlackBerry. So Gil isn't back yet? I got an NVIDIA Shield, I know. Oh. I've heard that there's some cool things you can do with the NVIDIA Shield, but you have to jailbreak it. It's got some interesting hardware in it. If you say so. RIP Resident Evil 5 due to old DRM. Ooh. Yeah, well, you know, there are seas to sail in certain cases. Bought a game I can't play. Say, what's this bottle? A client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Oh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum? Nice. Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Yeah, but cracking that APK is probably different. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to do it legitimately, but there are people I'm sure have already done it. RIP Metal Gear Solid 2 native Android port. Oh, that sucks. Let's give Boss some rum. Go to the bottle drinks tab and drag it to the shaker before mixing. Grandpa booze. Lovely, she gave us some old stuff. Wait, can I add more? No, I can't. Okay. Rum. Serve. The Portal port launches still because Valve isn't awful. Because Valve isn't awful. You know, Valve... I'm not gonna say that they're good either. But yeah, you see this... I never think of a company itself being either good or evil. Just a machine that looks for opportunities to make money. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office, thanks. Pour her all the rum. Yeah. It's kind of like, I love Nintendo games, but don't get me wrong. I don't think that Nintendo is good. I also don't think that they're inherently evil. They're looking for money. Since Nvidia's Shield is the same base hardware as a Switch. Yeah, exactly. It is the same base hardware. I'll stream both and compare someday. I still have my launch day Switch, and I'm thinking of so I was thinking of cracking it soon. A crack of the Nintendo games on Nvidia Shield. Yeah, so I wanted to crack my old Switch because it has that hardware, the hardware vulnerability that can't be patched. And I wanted to run stuff like Tears of the Kingdom on it because if you just boost the memory a little bit, then it solves a lot of the stuttering issues. And it's actually, so the Switch is actually underclocked. So it's underclocked to make the battery last longer and get the components to last longer, which is really interesting. Yeah, exploit. Time to serve, mix, and change lives. Well, that didn't sound right. Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to retort. Man, it feels lonely without Gil here. I just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming in here. Good evening. Holy crap, that was a record-breaking jinx. Welcome to Valhalla, what can I get you? I'll have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Let's give this brain a blue fairy. It's Mother Brain, yeah. I forgot about this character. So if Streaming Chan is asleep in the hall, you talk with the assassin guy more about brain uploading, and then they talk about the other technology, which is to preserve your brain basically in a robot that walks around for you. So a brain in the jar. Let's get this brain drunk. 2, 3. Although he might have like filters or something. How awesome would it be though if we did have some sort of technology that like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you had some sort of technology that made it so that your that like managed all the chemicals in your brain, so like you would never have to like feel tired, or you would never like wake up and just feel awful because you had a bad night's sleep, because it would like clean out your brain for you. That'd be cool. Oh, I messed that up. Aged. That sounds like it would eventually fail in the worst way. Yeah, but I just, like, I want to be able to wake up and not just feel horrible. Here you go. Nice, yeah. This is the thing. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff, should have figured as much. You can drink stuff? And eat. I have the same system Lilim do. Can I ask you something, Miss... Call me Taylor. Just Taylor. I guess a brain doesn't really have a gender. If it's just a brain. And yes, a cutie like you can ask me anything. No way, Taylor Swift. Yeah, it's like Futurama, except without the heads, just the brain. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. Nah, that's too easy. You are a brain in a jar, right? I'm sure not a hologram of that, I'm sure. Yep, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, how? Why? What, does my handsomeness make you speechless? Futurama did it better. Actually, so I never grew up like watching The Simpsons, but I did watch some Futurama like a couple years ago, and I really liked it. Did it have its stupid moments? Yeah, but a lot of like the jokes were pretty intelligent, and they had a lot of like science jokes in the background if you knew where to look. You're not something a girl sees every day, and that's saying quite a bit in these parts. Fear not, for I have a speech prepared for these occasions. A speech? You're seeing one of the 5 great living bottled brains of the world. We are brains living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature. All while computers in our jars scan our activities. In a slow but steady manner, we are helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer. The new season has some hard hit or miss, in my opinion. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the new stuff. I'm not really interested in it. Again, I don't have a lot of nostalgia behind a lot of this stuff. I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh? Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, I even have a couple of pamphlets with me. You want one? Sure. First episode is very much, haha, we get canceled people watching streaming services in the past few years. Oh, yeah. That's kind of low-hanging fruit. We come back from cancellation again. Yeah, it's sometimes, that's the thing, is meta humor is a fine, it's a tightrope routine. There's a fine line to tread between being too much and being just enough. Oh, I'm from around here, actually. I just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time. Have you come here before? Sadly, no. Otherwise, I'd remember a cute face like yours. I did like 1 or 2 episodes so far, and they deleted Futurama but not quite like the best episodes at all. Yeah, I mean, it's hard, especially when so much time has passed. That's why I always look at these like revivals with like a critical eye, because so much time has passed. It's a different era. Something that worked in a different culture may not work now, and you're relying on nostalgia instead of trying to do your own thing. Not saying it can't work, I'm just saying it's not as easy as people think it is. Well, I should say not as easy as some executives think it is. Sadly, no. Otherwise I'd remember— oh, I already read this one. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. If I was a brain in a jar, I would move to Trinitron. It's still better than Modern Simpsons. Hey, Modern Simpsons is kept alive on its respirator, literally by the channel. Like, the executives at the channel saying, hey, we can't let this go. We can't come up with new stuff. This is safe. And to some extent, I don't blame them. When your job is to make money, it does make money. Their job isn't to make stuff good, it's just to make money. Jill, that's a really cute name. Modern Simpsons needs to be retired. If it wasn't the hottest animated series of Fox ever. Yeah, a lot of it, again, is still nostalgia. Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today, what with the commotion around and all? It didn't stop you from coming here either, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's gonna take more than cryptic but ominous news to stop me. You're awfully energetic. Did you know that? Sorry, does that bother you? No, not at all. I just figured that a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy. While I was alive, my body got to a point where there wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy? I wonder. Do you want to make me happy, Jill? Depends on what it takes. Don't worry, just give me a beer. Alright then, yeah, I'll make you happy. 1 beer to make Taylor happy. Get the brain a big beer. There we go. Here, a beer. Ah, yes. No matter what happens, beer's always good. Hey, Taylor, may I ask you something a bit indiscreet? You can ask anything you want. Well, you had your other body. Were you male or female? That's actually quite the question. Especially considering I don't really know the answer either. You don't? I mean, I remember my name was Taylor. In fact, I remember every detail of my life, but the one thing that's a bit... the one thing's that's a bit blurry. Blurry? Yeah, the team that put me here said that it might be a side effect of the whole process. But my family and friends say that even in life, I didn't put too much thought into questions about gender. Taylor Swift, yeah. So in the end, we're back to square one. Wait, don't you have pics or anything else? To be honest, I have chosen not to look too deeply into my old identity. Partly because I'm happier in this ambiguous state. But also because I have this gut feeling I'm not psychologically prepared to see what I look like. I don't know. I feel like if I do, I might crumble. Dang. Just out of curiosity, in a third-person scenario, how should one refer to you? By my name. I guess that makes sense. That's how I do it. When I refer to people in third person, I usually refer to them by their chosen name. And if you absolutely need to use pronouns, refer to me like you'd refer to any other house appliance, a TV or anything like that, and it. Are you okay with that? In the end, even if I can speak, I'm just an object. That's actually something I've internalized a long time ago, even with my original body. I see. Watch it, Taylor was in Cambodia in 1974 or something. To be honest, you can refer to me however you want. I don't really pay mind to that. But this is about what makes me comfortable. You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk. If you want to call that a downside. If you wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is part of the whole experience. Why though? Lilum can get drunk no problem. Yeah, but in their case, their brain's a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Depending on the model, their drunk subroutine might throw in a different behavioral cycle, even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being in a jar is figuring out exactly how you work. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Jill! Ah, it is Alma. Okay, I figured with the yellow, the yellow text it would be sorry, Alma. Just, oh, Alma, where's the courtesy one would expect from a plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way. Why, hello there, beautiful. Whoa! You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry, you don't see talking disembodied brains every day. I mean, I did work a summer in Lilum maintenance, but even though those were talking heads. Oh, okay, so that's where the Futurama reference comes in. The Lilum get the talking heads. Oh, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. Do you think that they would make Lilum based off of celebrity personalities? Because, like, we have, like, modern-day wax museums. That totally seems like something that would happen here. Letting the days go by. Yeah. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face. I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding. It'd make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you? Jerry Seinfeld Ilium. What's the deal with being a cyborg? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just her preference. I guess if Jill's the bartender, I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, Alma, we'd never spike your drink. Awesome. I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a Cobalt Velvet. And you, Taylor? I'm fine, actually. You're gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Okay then. Alright, Cobalt Velvet. I really like how there's so much going on in every character. Even like the normal ones. All on the rocks and mixed. A Cobalt Velvet. I really like these little glasses that drinks come in. I don't drink, but I do like the presentation and showmanship. Your drink. Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging by the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really, one would think it's been longer. Oh, it feels like it's been longer. Shut up, you love me and you know it. So you just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy... Speaking of which, where's Pablo? Gillian. Archimedes. Dunno, adventuring or something. Anyways, the other guy served me the first time I came here. Nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was then serving, and I don't know, I just feel like she gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. We click, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with her than with many other people is kind of sad, though. It's always good to see it. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late and I've got to go. I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya. Yo. Brain in a jar, Taylor. It's one of the real ones. That's because she serves you drinks. Alma's also a very interesting character. Please come again. That Taylor sure was nice. A bit weird at first, though. Apparently one of the 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let's see. Why do I connect better with her? Could it perhaps be because she lets me vent and serves me drinks? Yeah, I know, seriously, like, well, I mean, Gil does the same thing, so we don't really get to see Gil much, but he essentially is doing the same thing that Jill is doing. And, he also has certain clients that prefer him. Like, for example, in the assassin guy, the assassin guy comes to this bar specifically because he likes talking with Gil. So, let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard them before. I can't believe I actually met one. Gilgamesh needs to pull his weight at the bar. But you heard him. The rabbit was late. The bunny was late. Can't have the bunny be late. He has to take care of it. Say, Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and dad, we're 4 sisters and 1 brother. Funny enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters in the alphabet. So you're the eldest one? No, I'm actually the middle kid. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A? Don't think too much about it. I never said the order reflected our ages. My sister Carlotta is the eldest one, and then there's Diana just before me. Then comes Ava at the bottom, lies sorry, the youngest one is Bernardo. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't fall for those Alice in Wonderland excuses to skip work. Nah, but Boss is a cool boss. She gets us. Can't complain about that, I guess. No, seriously, like, Boss is, like, one of the most solid people. She's just a true bro. It helps that we were never 5 in the same house. By the time Evita and Bernie were born, Diana and Carlotta had already moved. Speaking of family, today I came because I need a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Evita and Bernie do. Not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second eldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and very much forgot about them. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. Dang. Like, yeah, it's tough, like, when you have family members that just, like, are pieces of garbage and don't want to be better. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. No sat Bernie Sanders is her brother. She wants time for herself to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married the guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she'd only known for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that, one time where it almost happened, but blame the darn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced to me. Seems he was her friend's brother or something. We went out a couple times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but then later the kiss cam focused on us, and instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh? So, I take it you rejected him in a stadium on the effing kiss cam? We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe you wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on the wedding night line. But I honest to God can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. It sounds too convoluted, proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex. Never underestimate the lengths a man is willing to go to get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Yeah, Alma is a character. Want anything else? What's that bottle? Oh yeah, it's just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What did you do? Good enough service, I'm guessing. Or Jerry Springer, maybe. Kakike? Huh. Interesting name. What does it mean? Kakik's the name of a chieftain in some native tribes. I see. Do you want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories where rum's involved. Give me a fringe weaver instead, will you? Alright. What's up with her and rum? Anyways, let's just give her a fringe weaver. I wonder if you can give her rum and if she gets angry at you. Or maybe she gets hammered. Maybe she's just like can't take rum. Because anime logic. Like, I kind of really want to give her the rum. Yeah, I'm gonna give her the rum. Here. Very funny. Do you want to see me take my clothes off while complaining of that global warming's a very, very bad lady? So she does just get drunk. The what now? What I mean is I won't drink this. Then excuse me while I take it off your hands. What? Sure. Cheers. All right, now's my turn to ask questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and my dad split amicably. My mom is a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Huh. Didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know, I just kind of said that's it one day and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family live in France to boot. So your mom's French? Yep. Can you speak French? Mon erglissure est plein d'anglais. I totally butchered that. I do know, so my mentor at work is French. And he told me that you need to just like not pause in between sentences. Like you just, everything just comes out. Perfect French, yeah. Yeah, there's nobody here to like contest what I said. Ooh, what does that mean? Rubbish, I don't know, I can't speak French. I did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by. But you'll be hard-pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. You're kinda lucky, you know? All my mom's side of the family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the streets are ridiculously high. I will have my buddy Jerry help me with the French. Yeah! But yeah, that's the primer on my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist and you call that uninteresting. I wonder if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Oh, please don't. Ever. Sounds like something somebody would say to make bartenders sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of their systems, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world, they need security. I'm their woman. You've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. It makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me you once secured some incriminated pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job. Sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or crossword with me. But at some point, they started feeling kinda samey. So, when I started college, I took a course on system security, and it felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack this stuff from different angles. And it's something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got the gist of it, they change everything. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I help make harder at that. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. It is less action-y than what movies make it up to be, though. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Yeah, no, just typing and then hitting F5 and then wondering why it's not working. And then you go back and you're like, oh, I misspelled a single variable in my code. Or you look back and you're like, why did I ever think that would ever work? Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Will you have anything else? I have a classy drink. Any classy drink. Here goes nothing. Can we give her rum again? Can we try giving her rum again? I mean, she did say that she just absolutely will not drink it, so I guess we'll respect that. Classy drink. Give her gin and juice. We'll give her the bad touch. We could get her a Brantini. We could just give her a Fringe Weaver this time. Let's see. Do you have something that's classy and girly, maybe? Maybe she'll like that. No, I don't think there is. There is classy happy, classy burning, classy strong. We'll give her, yeah, we'll give her the Fringe Weaver. Oh shoot. I guess hitting spacebar makes it go. Age and mixed. Fringe Weaver. Here you are. Yep, just what I needed. Thanks. Say, Jill, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drinks right? Well, people have the right to not give me money. If they don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. No bonus means less money and no tips, which doesn't help because I have to pay bills. Oh, I see. Do you have to make an effort to pay your bills? Nope. You have no idea how much I hate you right now. Well, my job pays pretty well, and I'm not the kind to spend too much on things other than food and bills. Maybe maintenance on my hands and new equipment, but aside from that... Oh, I know. If you have trouble with your bills, why not live with me? We could be roommates. I don't know. Moving my stuff through the stairs because the elevator's broken. I have to move my liquor collection. Never mind the fact that my cat's a shut-in that got very upset the one time I moved some furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. You shouldn't take things so seriously when I say them, you know. I don't, but I've thought about it before. No, I need some air. I'm gonna take my break. You wanna come? Are you inviting me to the back of the bar? You should invite me to dinner first. Every minute you waste making jokes is time taken from my break. Fine, let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure, sure. Yeah, so sometimes we get to take, when we take a break, if we fulfill certain conditions, we get to have a little, chat with one of the characters. I like how it says it's safe to keep playing. I'm gonna try and sleep, man. Have a fun Blade Runner mixology stream. Yeah, no, thanks for coming and hanging out, Sam. I hope you can get a little bit of sleep. And I hope that that the heat doesn't get you too much. Cold, 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 cold. It sure is chilly out there. It's kind of refreshing. The hobo out there seems like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Yeah, he's a cool guy. Very respectful. Apparently got in some legal troubles, and that's why he's like that. Really? He could also just be a very nice crackhead, though. I have a cousin that lives like a hobo, actually. Really? It's a bit complicated, though. Problem is, his family has tried to get him to live with them, but his pride won't let him accept their help. He'd rather live on the streets for some reason. You can't tell with some people, sadly. Why did he become a hobo in the first place? Bad investments and debts. Bank evicted him from his house. Oh. It's a serious problem because he has epileptic attacks but refuses to take his medication. I just don't get what's up with him. Honey, some service here. I'm here, don't scream. It's best girl Dorothy. Oh, were you two hanging out at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff are you doing? Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? What do you want? Something soft, something sweet. No alcohol, please. Wouldn't it be the same if you just grabbed a soda from the vending machine? But I like you. Do you dislike my presence so much? Sweet and non-alcoholic, you say? All right. Dorothy wants something sweet and alcohol-free. So yeah, as you go through the game, it becomes the drinks become more complicated, and you get more freedom in what you can choose. And there are also secret choices if you're paying attention and you try new things. Sometimes you get it wrong and you don't get money, but sometimes you get special dialogue like we've seen earlier. Sweet and alcohol free. There's the Blue Fairy. Yeah, the Blue Fairy has optional 2, 3, 4, 1. Here, like you asked. See, you don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. But he has this weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm Kansas cola. I mean, it could also be counted as good service. You like getting your stuff pushed in by a vending machine, because apparently they can do that in this world. Lawrence, a friend of mine, he's a vending machine. Oh. Oh, but how impolite of me. I'm lovely, and my name's Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes, nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. The pleasure's mine. Dorothy, you say? Yep. Why? Nothing. I guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me, tell me. Mostly about your, pluckiness. And here I was thinking it was because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be subtle. Hey, I take pride in my job. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself, thank you very much. Where do you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Not the kind that sees a computer logged into some account and says that's hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how being a hacker works. Do you just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen? No. I can explain, but I don't know if you'll get it. We won't know until you try, right? Last time I said that I had to jam the plastic replica of a halogen light bulb in a grown man's butt. It was a success. Okay. Let me try to explain in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from a company's database. Alright. First I do some research on the target. Operating OS, servers, how the information is stored and all that. There have been a couple of occasions where I had to go in blind, but they're the exception rather than the rule. First, I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites, and through other more vulnerable computers I find on the way. After that, I start testing the networks. I go through the basic protocols, try known exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go through all the security protocols and look to bypass them. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. I see. Then, when I'm finally in, I go and retrieve user privileges. After that, I go and try to become a super user and get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack into an already existing account. I can use some info someone already gave me, but usual way is to use a buffer overflow. Buff? What happens next? What happens next? Oh my gosh, she's just vibrating. I create a backdoor in the system before leaving and cover my tracks. I can't handle it anymore. Alma, hack me like you've never hacked anything before. Oh gosh. Huh? Make my buffer overflow, create a backdoor in me, escalate your user privileges, find flaws in my security. Oh gosh. Oh no, Dorothy is down bad tonight. Oh no. Sorry, I got carried away. Yeah, no crap. What happened? Have you seen the movies or books where a couple does something like paint a picture or cook, but then they make it sound like they're having sex instead? Suggestive scenes? Yeah. Well, that whole thing was kind of like that for me. Really? I guess humans don't really get it because their minds don't upload to networks or anything. Oh, but trust me, if you've recorded yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice, you'd make millions. Horny Lilim are an unexploited market. I see. Oh, it looks like my ride's here. Your ride? Yep, my brother-in-law came to look for me. Is it alright to ask that from him? It's okay, I've known him since preschool. It just so happens he got married to my sister. Hey Dorothy, you need a ride? Can you drop me by 3rd Street? Sure, it's on the way. Yay, I'll take your offer then. Bye, honey. Later, Jill. Take care. The street seems noisy. Oh, a client. Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? Such a small yet comfortable place. Truly an oasis of spiritual drinks in the midst of the suburban desert. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where everyone from the most pathetic scum to the vilest trash junkie can just sit to kill their insides. Truly a persona non grata. That's Latin for mysterious place, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical. Alright, we got a persona non grata here. What will you have then? 17. Excuse me? I said 17. 7 plus team. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? Just to be sure, 17 is about the drink you want, right? Only if you want it to be. 17. What does that mean? So maybe he wants drink 17. A piano man. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. All on the rocks and mixed. I think it's a Piano Man. I know like his get really convoluted. How is this a 17? It isn't. You said 17 would only be related to drink if I thought it was, and I think it isn't. Ooh, you subverted my expectations by taking me literally. Sneaky. And what brings you here, mister? Okay, so that wasn't... Actually, I'm gonna look that up really quick. Because I've done this before. Ah, shoot, it is. That was my second guess. So my guess was either that it is a drink number 17, or it is any drink that has 17 ingredients. Okay. Actually, let's actually go back and just skip through everything, because I feel like the 17 is something that I could have done, but you do kind of have to start over from the break, which is unfortunate. Oh shoot, this is the wrong, this is the wrong one. Page 3, break. There we go. Okay. We're gonna run through all her dialogue. Da 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 da. Something sweet and alcohol free. Sweet drinks. Sweet, a sugar rush. Sweet. Sweet. And then piano moment. So I think Blue Fairy is the best one for this one. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of unique dialogue in this game, depending on what you serve them, which is really cool, actually. Okay. Okay, I think drink number 17 is what I picked last time. So I guess a really easy way is just to get something with optional Karmatrine. By flavor, by name. 224. So it has to have something that has a... Okay, no, it would have to be a drink with optional Karmatrine. Or it'd have to be a small drink with optional Karmatrine, or it'd have to be an already large drink that has 17 ingredients. Because if you make a double, it would always have an even number of ingredients. So it either has to be something with optional Karmatrine, or it has to be a large drink that has 17 ingredients. But, yeah, no, that's math. All aged and mixed. Adelhyde, 3 Bronson extract, 3 parted, 1 Carmetrine. A gut punch. Moonblast. A piano man or piano woman might be it. 5-5. 2-3-3. Shoot, that's 18. Sorry. That's 5-5-5. That's also 18 ingredients. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be one with optional Carmetrine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the Rocks, splendid. Okay, explain. The total of ingredients here add up to 17. Beautiful. And what brings you here, Mr. I'm Armandio. Virgilio Armandio. See, I introduced myself using the Asian order because that's a lot more polite. Right. And I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I think I just realized that this is not... I don't think this is a lock of his hair. Or maybe it is, but it's just in the form of a question mark on his forehead. I was passing by and saw this place is called Valhalla. I want to see the souls of resting warriors, the wounded spirits of noble souls. The Golden Hall full of never-ending banquets and the lively Valkyries looking over them. We have some arcade machines on the corner. No, no, no. You're taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic. I'm giving a mystical air to a mundane affair. I wanted to see drunk people. I wanted to see waitresses and food. I wanted to see the bar in all its decadent glory. Well, you're out of luck. Today's been quite the slow day. Not that I'm very surprised given how things have been going on in the streets, though. Humans are a nasty bunch, that much is true. Making a ruckus, coming at each other. But that is to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. I'm no zoologist, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Oh yeah? Then give me an example, not zoologist bartender. Like I said, I don't know exact details, I just know that isn't right. If memory serves right, once a lion takes over a pride, every cub born from another lion is killed or something. Takes over a pride? You can't take over pride. Pride isn't a tangible thing. You need to stop making things up, not zoologist bartender. But going back on the topic, do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chlorine? No, and Chloe's a name, not a number, you know. The group where halogens are in the periodic table? Stop making up words like halogens, periodic, and table. Okay, then I give up. 17 is us. Huh? Every human has 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. Oh. 32. It's 23 though, so it's backwards. What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, they're both primal numbers, so it's the same idea. Yeah, I was gonna say it's... So, if you double 17, you get 32. But if you swap the numbers, then you get the 23. So I'm wondering if he's, like, being intentionally obtuse, and he's actually really smart. And he's being this way on purpose. Because there are a lot of characters that are putting on a face in this game. Primal. Do you want anything else? I'd like a single plum, floating in perfume served in a man's hat. Okay. What's a plum floating perfume in a... Son of a gun. I think we have that. It's a fedora with perfume and a plum. I do believe this is the actual... Is this? Okay, it is. Alright. Bottle set. Stop. Plum fume. Here. Huh. You didn't. Wait. You did. Enjoy. I will. I'll drink this... perfume. You don't really have to. Yeah, that'd be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender, have you ever thought about death? How? What if we're really already dead? Both of us. What? What tells you I even existed before I entered that door? How can you assure me that this reality is real and we are not, in fact, in heaven or hell all along? What if everything up to this point is just some stupid story written by an unemployed 20-something in his room? I could punch you to make you feel reality. I don't care about any of that, actually. This reality is real for me, and that's all that matters. Such a closed-minded way of seeing things. You need to get away from factual facts. Open your mind to things beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. The Habanera has started. It means the twilight of the gods in German, by the way. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your new world order. What? A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, heck. Let me take a look out the window. Be careful. Yeah, no, seriously. If you ever hear explosions, looking out the window is usually not the best thing because things come through windows. Glass is, or even plexiglass, is pretty brittle. I see lots of flashes in the distance, most likely gunshots. Jill, come here a second. What? About 5 gigabytes of reports proving that several White Knight squads have been used to cover illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist group. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find on the street. Several counter-terrorism forces from neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after a plea from the vice president. We're still waiting for a declaration from Zaibatsu Corp's CEO on the subject. Wait, Zaibatsu Corp, is that a reference to Metal Gear Revengeance? But until then, things are ugly in and outside of that bank, it seems. I'd recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't. Even then, the bar has quite the security system. And I'll be here protecting you as an added bonus. Yeah, I guess you'll stay tonight. I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess it's fine. Good. Let's hope everything gets solved by morning. I thought he had more? Oh, he comes back in. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Let's hope everything gets solved by the morning. I'll have a Zenkanto on hand, just in case. The metal bat with nails? There's nothing it can't bash. Say Gil 4. Hope everything's better by tomorrow. Oh no, that's right. We're leaving 4 in the apartment. Oh no. Flawless service bonus not granted. Okay, not flawless. We made one mistake. Not sure what it was. But I think we're still fine. All right, we'll save this to number 4. I'm gonna add a space. I might go back and see if I can get flawless, but it might have been earlier. So we'll see. So yeah, so today stuff was going down, so it's an interesting turning point in the game. Okay. So I am actually going to end for the night. But yeah, thank you guys all for coming by, and that's actually 2 hours exact. About as much time as I wanted to spend on this. So tomorrow we are going to get into Lego, and I have upgraded my workstation. So I have a larger desk that's also a standing desk that sits next to my computer and streaming station. So we'll use that, and that will be how we do things tomorrow. We'll also see if I don't think I'll have enough time, but if I'm feeling good, I'll see if we might be able to program. I ordered a microcontroller and a piezo buzzer, so we'll see if we can program it to buzz correctly. We may need to adjust the frequency depending on the power source. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. I know the basic theory, but I'm not sure about the execution with the microcontroller, so that'll be a learning experience for me. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening, a wonderful morning, if that's where you are. And I hope that you guys can think a little bit and be the best version of you that you can be today. All right. Have a good one. Bye.